Samsung has finally revealed the first official glimpse of the upcoming Samsung Galaxy A57 5G. But instead of excitement, the early details mostly raise questions about whether Samsung is actually improving its mid-range lineup or simply repackaging the same formula again. Samsung has introduced a redesigned rear camera module, clearly trying to make the phone look different from previous A-series model. But if you look closely, the overall design language still feels extremely familiar. The same minimal, flat aesthetic remains, and the camera tweak appears more like a small adjustment than a real redesign. Color options are another area Samsung is promoting heavily. According to tech insider Roland Quant, the Galaxy A57 may arrive in charcoal, icy blue, gray, lilac, and navy. Samsung will once again market these under its so-called awesome branding, but realistically, new colors don't change the actual user experience. It's the kind of marketing tactic companies rely on when there isn't enough real innovation to talk about. Performance is supposed to be the highlight this year thanks to the rumored Exynos 1680 chipset. Samsung is expected to position this chip as a big step forward for the A series. However, the early benchmark numbers tell a more confusing story. Reports suggest the phone may reach around 1,311 in single-core and roughly 4,347 in multi-core tests. That sounds impressive at first, but when you compare it to the previous Galaxy A56, the single-core score actually appears slightly lower than the A56's 1,353 result. In other words, Samsung is calling it an upgrade, yet one key metric may have quietly taken a step backward. Graphics improvements are also rumored thanks to a GPU upgrade, but these claims remain largely theoretical for now, until real-world testing happens. It's hard to take these promises too seriously. Another surprising detail is the possibility that Samsung could use an OLED panel supplied by BO instead of its own display division. If true, it raises questions about cost-cutting inside a phone that may still launch around $450 to $500. Battery and durability upgrades sound decent on paper. The European Union EPREL database listing reportedly gives the device an A energy efficiency rating and claims up to 52 hours of battery life. There's also mention of 1,200 charging cycles and an IP68 rating. But again, these are the kind of specifications that look good in marketing material and don't necessarily guarantee a dramatically better real-world experience. Charging could increase to 45 watts, which sounds helpful, but in 2026, that's hardly groundbreaking when many competitors are already far ahead. As for the launch, most reports point to a March 2026 release with a price of around $450 to $500. And if that pricing holds, Samsung may be asking customers to pay flagship-like money for what still feels like a very cautious mid-range upgrade. That's all for now. Goodbye, and see you in the next one.